And welcome back to Let's Play Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 2! When we last left off, we had defeated Drek and saved the galaxy! Then we had went through a time warp in order to go back to the very beginning of the game again in order to go through New Game Plus, which I have pretty much done so. And if we go to the load game option here, you'll see that it only took me a little less than 6.5 hours to get through all the way to Velden's second visit. And yeah, that's a lot of bolts, which I didn't grind up for, by the way, because if that were the case, my total time might be a lot higher. Now, let's go ahead and load this up, because we have quite a lot to go through, and hopefully I can get through this in a timely fashion. But hey, this is the finale. Jeez, learn to articulate your words properly, NorthernStarDragon, sheesh. But hey, if it comes down to it, yeah, I'll make this a very long episode. But anyways, yeah. Sheesh, we went through a time warp, it was all nice, bright, and sunny, and now it's just like all dingy, dark, and gloomy. Ugh. Now, before I get on with this show, I'd just like to show off quite a few clips of some of the stuff that happens in a New Game Plus, along with some of the things that I missed, as well as a couple glitches. Okay, now, for the stuff that's introduced in New Game Plus, I needed to come all the way back here to Eudora, specifically on the path through the mills towards the suck cannon. And, of course, you may be thinking, if we have the suck cannon, we shouldn't be able to pick it up again, right? Well, you'd be wrong, because, yep, it's still there. Well, I guess you could say that's pretty much there to complete the trigger for the mission to explore the mills. But what were to happen if we were to pick up the suck cannon? Well, if we pick it up and let the cutscene play... Sweet. You got the suck cannon! Again! Yeah, that's a funny little detail that I love about this game. Is that if you pick up certain weapons and gadgets, those particular messages appear. And the same messages would appear for the Morpho Ray, along with the, well, not the suck cannon, the Rhino. And the funny thing is, if you were to play the cutscene for buying the Rhino, the cutscene that you would see normally for buying, or when you would meet the Rhino salesman, would play again twice. And also, the cutscene, if you were to grab the bolt grabber, the cutscene will still play, but Ratchet will put the bolt grabber over his existing bolt grabber. And of course, there is also the bolt grabber. It will also say you got the bolt grabber again, but the message does linger a little bit. But anyways, that's all that I got to show you that's introduced into New Game Plus. And yeah, for the Persuader, there isn't anything else. It doesn't really show, it doesn't say you got the Persuader again. I tried, and yeah, so don't even bother. But anyways, that's all that I got to show in the New Game Plus, so it's on to the next bit of things that I'd like to show you. Okay, now, for this part, I'm going to show off some things that I missed initially. And the first thing that I want to show off requires me to be in the Snagglebeast pit. Why? Because, well, I was informed by Caprice1996 in Insomniac Games Discord server that this guy can do a certain something that I was totally unaware of. And how do we do this? Well, first we need to get him to bring up his shield. Just one good round with this thing will do that. And yeah, just stand on the rock platforms and he does that. I never knew that because, well, you would never think to stand on one of those platforms now, would you? But, well, that was definitely interesting, and I'm glad I got that. So, thanks again, Caprice1996, for letting me know that. And now, before I do anything else, I'd just like to show off a quick montage of some other enemy attacks that I did not show off as well. Yeah, if I did put up some attacks that I have shown off already, like I think I may have shown off the armed transport, or maybe I'm misremembering. But anyways, yeah, that's pretty much... Oh, wait, I think I'm forgetting something. What is that? What is that? Oh, yeah! Now, something that I believe I forgot to show off entirely was the fact that chicken apparently have very, very sticky feet. Yeah. Well, enough of those shenanigans. On to the next segment. Okay, time to show off some glitchy trickery. But before I continue on with this particular part, I'd just like to show off a glitch that happened in my initial recording of part 20. See any more? No, and we also need this thing. Whoa, what the heck is going on with the... Huh? Do you see that? The trespasser... Oh, is it because I had the thing glitched? What the... That was weird. Okay, then. Alright. Well, then. We will never speak of this again. Oh, of course I'm going to be speaking of it again, because, well, that was hilarious. Yeah, I just couldn't leave that out, because that was just... That was just all weird. But anyways, now let's get on to the magic. And first off... What were to happen if you were to enter the race as a bot? Well, that happens. Yeah. Yeah. What the? Huh? The frick? What's going on? Yeah, if you use the Hollow Guys and talk to the hoverboard race girl, this happens. And the similar thing like this can happen while you're on Kalibo 3, but the thing is, as soon as you do move, the race will play out as normal. So yeah, kind of a funny little thing that this happens, though I do believe that this particular glitch was patched in the NTSC HD version, so yeah, I don't know exactly, because I never really bothered pulling off this kind of glitch. But anyways, for the next glitch, I'm going to need to reload, because, well, I kinda can't get out of here now, can I? And for my next trick, I'm going to teach you how to phase through solid matter! And how, you might ask? Well, the answer is right in Ratchet's hand. Yep, we're gonna need the decoy glove to pull off this glitch, and I find it's a little bit tricky for me to pull off consistently, but if you place enough of these decoy gloves right next to Ratchet while against the wall... Oh! Yeah! Oh, come on! Oh! See, he's freaking out! Come on, get it! Do it! Come on! And... did I do it? Why, yes I have! See? Yep, you can break the map, or you can break the boundaries by doing this, and honestly, there are some interesting things that you can do depending on certain areas that you go through, and I'm gonna just let you find those particular secrets yourself. But anyways, just want to go ahead and run around this wall. Oh, I'm stuttering and fluttering my words, and... oh, here we are, and... now, for this bit, I'm going to want to face this way, and jump forward, and glide. And... oh, and there we go. And hey, look! We've managed to find the second way onto the racetrack. And this glitch can be pulled off in either version of the game. So, PS2 or the HD version. Yeah. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to need to speed things up a bit because the next part that I'm going to... the next thing that I'm going to show off is a little bit a ways this way. So, speed up! And here we are, and hey look, amoeboids! Yeah, these guys, they don't really do anything. They'll just push you around, so make sure you just splat them so they don't get in your way. And you know how I mentioned, like in part 2, I believe, that there was a glitchy way to farm bolts? Well, we're right at the spot. And I hope you have kept an eye on my initial bolt count during when I was showing off the loading of my file for the main bit. And, well, you see those crates up there? Well, if you stand in a specific spot, yeah, you can constantly make it rain bolts. And you can just tape down the circle button and you can grind up an obscene amount of bolts. Yeah! Though I kind of wish I knew about the grinding on Core 2 and the fact that more bolts are obtained through a New Game Plus, because the thing is, when I was playing through New Game Plus, I found out I managed to obtain like at least 30,000 bolts or so just after Kerwan. And yeah, you can just keep on doing this over and over and over for hours and hours on end. And something that I want to mention is that if you were to obtain at least 1 million bolts over the entire course of the game, and this includes the bolts that you've spent, by the way, you would obtain the Silver Trophy Bolt Collector. And honestly, it's a little bit insane because, well, you have to play through the game quite a few times in order to get it. But maybe not that many, because, well, yeah. You see how many bolts that I had, and that's just from a little less than 6.5 hours. But anyways, that's pretty much it for all that I got to show off, so time to get on with the show. Yeah. It really wouldn't have been ideal to play through the entire game again just for those few little extras, and also, it wouldn't have been right of me to leave off just not showing off certain things that I totally missed up, and hey, I bet somebody watching would probably appreciate it. And also, hey, a couple glitches here and there still, yeah, just why not? They're always fun to see, unless they're game-breaking, that is. But now, let's just go ahead and jump into the ship, as I want to go back to Gemlik Base in Altanis Orbit before doing anything else, and you'll see why in a couple seconds, or, well, minutes, because, there's quite a bit to go through. Because, yeah, we still have the goodies menu to go through, remember? Well, here we are, Gemlik Base, and also, oh god. Coughing! Calm yourself! But anyways, let's go ahead and pause the menu, or pause the game, pause the menu, what the? And go to the goodies menu, because, first off, we have... yeah, oh, look at all this. Here we have these skill points. Skill points are special tasks that you can complete to unlock features. And yeah, the game does give you a checklist of all the skill points in the game. However, if you were to not obtain a certain skill point, it would not show up. Right where it says how to obtain it, it would just say question marks, and the picture right there, I believe, would be the moon, the old Insomniac moon with a question mark over it. Yeah. But here, anyways, let's get this started, because, oh, there's a lot to go through. First off, we have Take Aim at Tobruk Crater on Novalis. Destroy a fighter or a bomber. Next off, we have Swing It at Outpost X11 on Iridia. Traverse final 6 swing shot targets in factory without touching the ground. Next off, we have Transported, again at Outpost X11 on Iridia. Destroy 3 flying transports. And yeah, I have a bit of a funny story to tell you, and I just let this clip do the talking. Yeah, you know how I did get this skill point on screen with the blaster? Well, apparently it didn't count. I don't know, maybe it bugged out. So, mental note when getting this skill point. Always use the Devastator! Yeah, the thing is about this particular flub-up is that when I found this rather embarrassing mistake, yeah, it was the reason why I didn't use my first take of part 20. Yeah, but anyways, we next have Strike a Pose on Metropolis at Kirwan. Stand between the legs of the Owl's RoboShack statue. And next off, we have Blimpy again on Metropolis at Kirwan. Take out a blimp. Any blimp. Yeah, there's quite a few around. Next, we have Quarktastic again at Metropolis on Kirwan. Destroy the Quarkbot statue. That's pretty much simply as it says, yeah. Anyways, if you were to destroy this thing before completing the mission to get the swing shot, you can no longer complete. It would not be completable, apparently. I guess it's because the Quarkbot is a trigger for the scripting. And next off, we have Any 10 at the logging site on Eudora. Blow up 10 vehicles. Next off, we have Tricky at Blackwater City on Planet Rilgar. Do a Twisty McMarks in a hoverboard race. Then we have Cluck Cluck, again at Blackwater City on Rilgar. Turn a tank into a chicken. Too bad I didn't have a morph over him from Heretic Shadow of the Serpent Riders. Why? Because, well, that would have turned it into a chicken instantly, and it would have been at a much longer range. Next off, we have Speedy, again at Blackwater City on Rilgar. Beat Hoverboard Challenge in 1 minute 35 or less. Ooh, that one was a little bit hectic. And then, next off, we have Girl Trouble at the Blard Station at Nebula G34. Beat the Alien Queen using your wrench only. Then next off, we have Jumper at Fort Krontos on Battalia. Get through the grind rail without losing a hit point. Yeah, pro tip, use the Pyrociter. Frickin', you see me use it. You see me use the thing before on one of the grind rail sections, and that worked wonders. Then we have Accuracy Counts, again at Fort Krontos on Battalia. Destroy a small fighter with the turret. Then we have Eat Lead at Fort Krontos on Battalia. Again, use a sand mouse to take out all tanks. Then next off, we have Destroyed at the Blard Depot on Gaspar. Blow up all of the Blard destroyers. Yeah, I'm going through these a little bit fast, but I kind of need to because there's 30 of them to go through, mind you. So yeah. Then we have Gunner again at the Blard Despot? No. On Gaspar again. Blah. Down 5 ships with a turret. And next off, we have Sniper at the Kogor Refinery on Orxon. Shoot a Screamer through Sniper Hole. Through the Sniper Hole, or it was a pipe. But yeah, I did go through this place with just the Devastator, where all the way down to the nanotech dispenser. And yeah, you can definitely use that to get through, but I still would suggest getting the Visibomb gun because, well, it's pretty damn powerful and useful. Next off, we have Hey Over Here! Again at the Kogor Refinery on Orxon. Lure any enemy into a force field. Yeah, I'm guessing that one particular force field with all those toxic crabs, the reason you couldn't deactivate that one was so you could get this particular skill point, which is nice of them, of Insomniac, that is, to actually have that. Then we have Alien Invasion at Jowai Resort on Pokitaru. Shoot down 3 Blarg saucers with Visibombs. Speak of the devil, I just mentioned that. Then, yeah, see, you do need that particular weapon for this one, because, well, it does have the range. And, yeah, I don't know how well the Devastator... I don't think the Devastator can work. But anyways, enough rambling. Next, we got Buried Treasure, again at Jowai Resort on Pokitaru. Find and destroy all crates in the ocean. Then next, we have Pest Control at the Bomb Factory on Hoven. Kill all ankle biters in Forested Section. And we have Whirlybirds at the Bomb Factory on Hoven again. Destroy 5 helicopters with any weapon other than the turret. Yeah, no being a cheapskate for you. And next we have Sitting Ducks at the Gemlink base in Ultanis orbit. Destroy all cargo ships in the base. Now, I don't know if that one particular cargo ship in the area with all those space commandos and squawkers and Blard generators, I don't know if that one counts, but destroy it anyways, just in case. And next off, we have Shattered Glass at Gorda City Ruins on Ultanis. Blast all the streetlights in the city, you vandal! And next we have Blast 'em! Again at Gorda City Ruins in Ultanis. Destroy 3 marauding Blard ships. And next up, we have Heavy Traffic at the Gadgetron site on Kalibo 3. Traverse the long grind rail without hitting any mines or cars. Yeah, pretty much anything that deals damage to you will pretty much take out any chance of getting this particular skill point. Because while it says without getting hit, it means with everything on the track, not just those. Next off, we have Magician. Again at the Gadgetron site at Kalibo 3. Attain a trick score of 4,500 or better on hoverboard race. And next we have Sneaky. In at Drek's fleet in Velden orbit. Kill all enemies in hologeist reversal. Now, I actually kind of don't know if you do need to do this without raising the alarm, but well, safe. It's better safe than sorry. But next we have Careful Cruise! Drek's fleet in Velden orbit. Complete water traversal without losing any hit points. These kind of things, these kind of challenges, I never liked them. Frickin' so annoying. And finally, we got Going Commando at Kizel Plateau on Velden. Kill 10 elite guards on Kizel Plateau with your wrench only. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure if you hit them with a projectile from the blaster or the suck cannon, yeah, you're not getting that. You're not going to be able to have that particular elite guard count towards your total. And, well, there we have it. That's all the skill points in the game. And here we have credits. See who's responsible for making this game. We've already seen that, so yeah, no need to show that. And here we have cheats, which I am going to censor the picture there for a reason that I'd rather have as a surprise. If you've successfully entered a cheat, you can toggle it on and off here. Yes, if we go to select it, there are no cheats activated. Yep, you have to, as the game says, activate them. With a way that's rather interesting. But anyways, next we have cinematics. Watch some of the between-world movies from the game. Yep, here we got all the ones right here, just all the info bots, some of these, and if we go all the way to the bottom... just the less said about that, the better. And here we have the in-level movies. Watch movies for the world you're in. Yeah, and here we have those. But the funny thing is, if you were to go to Orxon, you might not get all of the cutscenes there. Yes, for some reason, some of them, I guess it's because, well, some of them are very short, so you won't be able to see them. Then, next off, we have the sketchbook. Look at some of the art that went into making the game. Yeah, and you know what? Let's go ahead and view this, shall we? These are some of the concept sketches for Ratchet. We decided early on that he would be a bipedal alien creature with fur. And if anyone asks you, Ratchet is a Lombax. Yeah, see, the game does tell you. And if we go to the next one, Clank 2 went through many forms. He was originally even younger looking with a bigger head and a smaller body. In fact, at first Clank was 3 much smaller robots, but in the end we decided to use just one so we could develop his personality more easily. Yeah, honestly, that's a better bet, I'd have to say, and one looks rather human if you... just kind of weird. And next off... And here we have the final sketch for our 2 main characters. Ratchet came into existence on paper for the first time within 2 weeks of the initial idea for the game. This final sketch was done about 3 months later. Well, yeah, you got time to develop it, so yeah, refine it and all that. And next, Fort Krontos on Battaglia came from the top sketch. We wanted to create forested islands under aerial attack. Then we turned it into more of a tropical fort kind of the way development goes sometimes. Yeah, that idiot is. The bottom sketch was one of the many from which we stolen pieces for various levels. I wonder which ones. And go to next. These cliff-hugging structures evolved into the cliffside machinery you can see in parts of the logging site on planet Eudora. They were originally part of a populated city, but we decided to make this a robot-only area. Well, except for the butterflies, unless those are secretly robots. I mean, you can make something that tall, but that tall, tiny. And here we got this bit of sketch. This is an element from the robot factory exterior on planet Quartu. The factory on this planet is where Clank is made at the beginning of the game. Yep. Yeah, just make sure you take a look, because I might be going through these too fast, but if you can pause them if I am going too fast. Anyways, next, the top sketch is an early drawing on Blarg Depot on planet Gaspar. The bottom is the production design for Blackwater City on planet Rilgar. And next off, we have the Bomb Factory. The Bomb Factory on planet Hoven was derived from these sketches. Our original idea was that the inhabitants were mining ice and shipping it off-world. But when we decided that the Blarg should invade and convert all the processing plants to munition factories, Blarg equals bad news. Yeah. And hey, an ice plant mining ice. Hey, that's some decent imports. Some planets like Veldin doesn't exactly get ice naturally unless you have a really good freezer. And next up, we have this. A hanging power source for one of our factories. Can you guess which one? Yeah, I think I know which one that is from, I believe. I'm just going to hazard a guess that this is from Quart 2. And by the way, you know those things in the factory? You know the things that are like working on those bots? You can actually destroy those? Yeah, that was to my surprise. And here we have the top drawing shows off early concepts of the logging... Oh wait, did I just press previous? Wait, what the hell? Wait, sorry, I just had to go back through that because I was just... Whoa. The top drawing shows off early concepts for the logging site on planet Eudora. This was one of our first worlds, and our initial goal was to create a forest city. It changed drastically during our production. The bottom sketch shows off peaceful structures from the bomb factory on planet Hoven. Okay, I didn't get ahead of myself. If I did, oops. But I did spoil some of them. And here we have generator concepts for Gorda City on planet Ultanis. Because the city is plagued by lightning storms, the inhabitants use the generators to attract the lightning and convert it into useful energy. Unfortunately, Drek wants the generators for his new planets, and the citizens don't stand a chance. For his new planets, there was only one! And next we have one of the very first levels we prototyped was Metropolis on planet Kerwan. We wanted lots of greenery built into the retro sci-fi buildings to create a unique contrast. We ended up removing most of the bronze caps through the city because they began to clash with the rest of the city. This world was one of the first big ones we built and almost started a war between the designers and the artists. Urgh. That's actually not a good thing. If you have that kind of infighting, oh god, it's a bloodbath. And this is the first concept of Quark's HQ on planet Umbris. We removed the lightning rods after we realized that it made the central structure look too small. Yeah, that actually kind of does. The general idea for Quark's HQ was that it should be very reminiscent of a World War II battlefield, replete with bunkers, machine guns, and barbed wire. It really did give off that impression. And if we go to next, here's a building study for one of the structures near Quark's trailer. In Blackwater City, we ended up modifying it significantly though, and the final result is a bit different. And here we have this one. This is a good example of the palette studies we create for every world. This one was for Fort Krontos on planet Battalia. We ended up changing the weather from a sunny day to a rainstorm, but the color palette didn't vary much from this painting. It kind of didn't. And next up we have this. Two examples of the character sheets we use to model the enemies in the game. The top is the Blarg Trooper, while the Blarg Commander is on the bottom. Yeah, see, you actually get the names of these guys in-game. We love our robots. These are some of the many head designs we created for the robot troops who fight Ratchet. And if you look closely, you can pick out our animation director and our lead character designer. See which one you can guess is which. I think I see one. And next off, here's Ratchet's first ship. Too bad he wrecks it so early in the game. We wanted it to be a real homemade job, held together by chewing gum and wire? We still can't agree on exactly why he crashed it on planet Novalis. It's kind of easy. The fact is that he was a pilot, like a beginner pilot. If you'd never flown, yeah, that's kind of easy. I don't know, maybe a ship just kind of went off course because it was made out of wire and chewing gum! And here we have finished sketches for Quark's ship and the courier ship that Ratchet and Clank acquire. The idea was that the courier ship would be a slow, clunky, durable vehicle, kind of like a mail truck. Yeah, it actually does look like that. And Quark's ship, on the other hand, was designed as a luxury craft. Not too fast either, but stylish and comfortable. And here we have, this is the final sketch for the Blarg fighter that Ratchet and Clank pick up on Gemlik Base. We were going for sleek but deadly. Where's the guns? There's only like 2 pew-pew lasers on the side. And many of the enemies in the game pilot vehicles. This one turned into a helicopter piloted by a Blarg commander in Metropolis. He's a nasty one. Not really. And here we got some gear. The grind boots, mine glove. Oh, the Grind Boots, Mine Glove, and what originally was the Defense Drone Glove. We've changed the way defense drones work midway through the project, so we no longer needed the glove. Yeah, that kind of is a little bit excessive, but there you go. And here's one of our concepts for Giant Clank. Unfortunately, the huge shoulder-mounted guns didn't make it in because they just weren't practical, but we did manage to keep Ratchet on Clank's back. Yeah, that's the most important bit. Some fun enemy designs. One made it into our game, 4 didn't. Can you pick the winner? Yeah, I think I can see which one did. And here we have the Many Faces of Big Al. This NPC was the first NPC, non-player character, we put into the game. He's probably what most people think game developers look like. Oh, I forgot that. It's been a while since I actually looked at all this. And here we have one of the weapons that went through many iterations on paper was Ratchet's Wrench. We didn't want something too generic, plus it had to function as a tool and a weapon at the same time. It's mistakenly called an axe by many, but the label is appropriate in some aspects since you probably wouldn't want to get whacked with it. Yeah, and considering there's that one certain edge, yeah. Ugh. And next off, designs for the Visibomb gun, top, and the suck cannon, bottom. The suck cannon was one of the first weapons we designed, and one of the few where the name stayed throughout the development process. It just had such a nice ring to it. Yeah, suck cannon! And here we have the top 2 designs. Oh, the top 2 designs are final versions of the Hydro Pack. The bottom sketches are the designs for the Glove of Doom and Bomb Glove. The Glove of Doom is an office favorite. I definitely have to say it really has shined on me. I've taken a shine to it. Next off, we have another early version of Ratchet. Notice the different portions, lack of eyebrows, and stripes. This was also an early box cover concept. And I gotta say I'm more attached to what Ratchet looks like now in this game. So yeah, it looks better. And also, you notice that his ears doesn't have those ridges at the top. And also his cap has those studs. But anyways, why am I going on? And this one should look familiar. The cover for the US game box was derived from this, but more importantly, it was the first image of Ratchet unveiled to the world in March 2002. Jeez, I couldn't read. And hey, that's the picture that I used for my thumbnails. And yep, here we are. That's pretty much it. And now we have the epilogue. See what happened after Drek's defeat, which I will look at later on, but right now I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm going to leave that for the very end, so yeah, just get ready for that. And next we have the last 2 things which are not available because you have to buy all gold weapons to unlock this feature. Yeah, kind of sucks, but hey, you could probably guess why I'm here. Anyways, now all that's done, time to unlock all the cheats that are available in the game. And how do you do it? Well, it's kind of interesting, to say the least, and I think this is the only time I've ever seen this done in any game. But anyways, let's go ahead and start with the first trick, which requires you to perform certain moves in a certain order. Yes, that's how you unlock these cheats. And the first cheat requires you to do 1, 2, 3 backflips, a full second crouch, a stretch jump, and a glide. And if I done it, yes! And for inputting that code, we unlock the Ratchet has a big head cheat. And, oh, jeez. And there's something funny that you should know about this particular cheat, is that if you were to have this cheat active for any of the cutscenes, Ratchet's head would remain that size. It's rather hilarious. And anyways, next off, I actually want to go ahead and go to the Space Fighter hangar. And here we go. And let's just, yeah, there we go. Move faster, damn it! Yeah, this place is definitely the good spot to do this one. And next off, we want to do a backflip, a hyper strike, a comet strike, double jump, hyper strike, flip left, flipped right, and a full second crouch should, yep, unlock the Clank has a big noggin cheat. Huh, look at that. And by the way, if I go to the cheats menu without the sensor, yeah, that's what I wanted to that's why I wanted to leave that a secret, because, well, it's kind of funny. And let's see. Okay, the next one is to require flip left, flip right, flip back twice, comet strike, double jump, comet strike, and hyper strike. And that would unlock the actors have oversized craniums. And honestly, just to show off what I mean about these cheats being active in cutscenes, just take a look at this.
Ratchet, that's the man we saw on the infobot. Remember? He knows Captain Quark.
Hey, you're that robot guy, right?
No, actually, I build robots. I myself am not a robot guy, per se.
Nerd.
I like him.
So, now that we've cleared that up, what can I do for you?
Well, we saw your infobot announcement. You were with Captain Quark. We're trying to find Captain Quark. We thought you could help us.
Your logic is commendable. However, I haven't seen Captain Quark since we shot that commercial. Say, do you run on standard XP18 sister boards?
Version 7.66.
Back at ya. I may be able to help you out after all. How does a helipack upgrade sound?
Upgrade?
Natch. Since he's a 766, I could have the little guy up and flying in no time. Of course, I'll just need my fee for service.
Yeah, I thought I'd just decide to use the cutscene with Big Al, because why not? It's really hilarious. And, let's see, the next one. We need to... Oh, this one requires a bit of repeating the same moves over and over, so I might screw this one up. Okay, let's get started. First, we need to stretch jump. Backflip 3 times. Stretch jump. Backflip 3 times. Stretch jump. Backflip 3 times. And a full second crouch should, yes, that actually should, it will unlock the enemies have massive domes cheat. And then, let's see, oh boy, not this one. Not this one, I hate this one. Just, you'll see why I'm talking about. Anyways, we got to flip left. 4 times, multi-strike, hyper strike, flip right 4 times, 4, double jump, then full second crouch. Yeah. And that unlocks the levels are mirrored. Oh, it makes the level look all different now, and I don't know, like, this just throws me off. Hey, if you want to play through New Game Plus, you could always do it with this cheat on. I'm not going to. Hell no, that's just, like, trippy. And let's see. Levels are mirrored. What's the next cheat? Ah, yes, this one. Okay, first off, I'm just going to go ahead and turn this one off. And yeah, there's all the cheats right there. Oh, that trips me up. And next off, we're going to comet strike 4 times. Backflip, full second crouch, backflip, full second crouch, and then comet strike 4 times to unlock health gives invincibility at max. Yes, if you were to grab some nanotech at full HP, or at full nanospheres, you get this particular glowing aura. And of course, while this aura is active, which is for about 30 seconds or so, you take no damage. Or, well, that was pretty... Well, you could time it there to see how long it gives you. I'm not even going to bother. And finally, the last cheat, which is a good thing that I'm here to do this one, because... yeah, we're going to have to wall jump 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Double jump. Oh, dagnabbit. Yeah, that's what happens if you have to be very careful, because if the moment you screw up, yeah, you have to do this all over again. Damn it. And all right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Double jump, and then Hyper Strike. And that would unlock the Trippy Contrails cheat. And what does it do? Well, certain effects, like the ships on Rilgar, you know how they have a certain effect that just drags behind them? Well, if you have this particular cheat on, it actually just elongates certain effects like that. Yeah, I don't really care much for it myself, so yeah, you could just have a clip there for that. And now, the reason why I came up here, well, the second reason why I came up here, because, well, remember the gold weapons that I mentioned that unlock in a New Game Plus? Yeah, look at the... Jesus Christ, that's a huge head. They are all unlocked now. Freaking now we have the gold decoy glove for 10,000 regular bolts and 4 gold bolts. And of course, remember, you have to have the base weapon before you can get the gold weapon. And then we have the Morpho Ray, which, yeah, you have to 20,000 bolts and 4 gold bolts. And here we have the Mind Glove for 10,000 bolts and 4 gold bolts. And then we have the Gold Devastator for 60,000 bolts and 4 gold bolts. And finally, we have the Tesla Claw, the gold version, for 60,000 bolts and 4 gold bolts. However, I think I won't really be buying any of the weapons here. Why? That's because, well, you'll see. Just let me get back to my ship and I'll show you. But also, while I'm going there, I just have to apologize for being so late. Frickin'... I had to deal with a bit of a cough that was just absolutely annoying, and I'd rather not have myself constantly pausing the game or muting my mic and just having to possibly forget that I had the mic muted, because I would have possibly ended up talking for so damn long and nothing would have gotten through. Yeah, frickin' hell. It's just like frickin' part 17 of Dark Sun Wake of the Ravager. That's where I also had issues with coughing. But yeah, hopefully... Yeah, thankfully I'm able to get this video out. Actually, it feels good to actually get back to recording this. And finally... Oh boy. Look at their heads! They're so massive! But anyways, now, where are we going to go to next? Why... That would be all the way back on Novalis. So, let's go ahead and blast off! Up, and away we go! Oh, controller, no! Don't fall. Also, another reason why this particular video was delayed was due to me not exactly knowing how to piece something like this together, as I've never actually made a video dedicated to nothing but extras of this length before, so yeah, it's like just where do you go, and what do you show off first? Well, I do have it written all down, so I do know a thing or two on what I want to show off first, and yeah, their heads are freaking huge, and hello! That wasn't there before, now was it? And where does that teleport pad lead to? Well, I'll investigate that in a couple minutes. But yeah, just want to go, yeah. Hey you! Yeah, you! With the robot strapped to your back. Come over here and look at all this cool stuff I've got for sale. Yeah, Moby's head is freaking huge. That's what I wanted to show you. But well, that was one of those random messages. That was actually kind of funny. And yeah, as you can see, the freaking pet bots have freaking massive domes. And if we go ahead and look over here, yeah, freaking even the bird bots have massive domes too. This cheat does what it says on the tin. And just go ahead and smash those for good measure. And speaking of big heads, it's a good thing Ratchet's neck isn't really existent there, because I bet he'd freaking have a seriously tough time looking a head that big. I mean, his head was big before, but this is just ridiculous. Ugh, freaking your head, with your neck, I mean, would be freaking tired and probably snap from having a head that big. That, or maybe you just develop really, really strong neck muscles. But anyways, before I check out that teleport pad, there's some things that I forgot to mention. And, of course, I want to go ahead and turn off these cheats. And speaking of the cheats, I will be linking in the description a link to a page on GameFAQs that has all the cheats that you can input into the game. And there are some alternate codes as well, mainly for the... Let's see, actors have oversized craniums, sorry. Yeah, that cheat. And also for the mirrored levels cheat. Yeah, those have alternate codes that I had to use because I am playing the NTSC-U version of the game, so yeah, that's... Some cheats may not exactly work depending on what version you're playing, I guess. And also, with the sketchbook, I forgot to mention that with the art of Ratchet and Clank... Yeah, you know, the art book that released all the way back in July, for those who don't know, is that there are some pages in the book that have some concept arts from this game, but it's only like a couple pages or so. But other than that, most of the stuff that's all about this game is pretty new, like concept art for Quark and even Drek, which was never introduced in this game, as you plainly see if you'd actually paid attention to when I was going through the sketchbook. And anyways, whoop, the head shrunk all the way back down. Anyways, let's go ahead and step on this teleport pad and go to the gold weapons room. Yep, there is an alternate method in New Game Plus, in case you have a whole lot of excess bolts. I mean, I could have come here first, but I'd rather show all these on screen so you could, I don't want to get these without you. Go through this journey together. Now, before I go ahead and grab any of these gold weapons, I want to go ahead and go to the... Oh, I could have just done that. I want to go ahead and show off all the animations for the weapons and gadgets, which I haven't really gone too in-depth with. And, yeah, anyways. Bomb glove! Whoop. Yeah, some of these animations are pretty entertaining, I will admit. And here we have the Pyrositor! And a thing to note is that if this was the EB demo, which I actually did get to play thanks to a certain somebody, I'm pretty sure you know who you are, that in the EB demo, there was an extra animation to this particular weapon where Ratchet would actually fidget with the fuel tank. Anyways, Blaster! Let's go on. Ratchet, it's not high noon yet. Oh, jeez. I butchered that up a bit. Well, also, I don't really play Overwatch. My sister does, but me, doesn't really interest me. And anyways, Glove of Doom! Hey, Juggle! Yeah! And next we got the Mind Glove. Hey! Woo! And yes, this particular animation does loop, as you can plainly see. Next off, we got the Taunter. You have Noxious Noisemaker, which I never really used all that much. It's a good thing I didn't use it on Umbrus, oh god. Next off, we have the Suck Cannon. And next off is the Devastator, which has pretty much the same animation for it. And here we got to the Walloper, which also has a looping animation, but I think between the Mind Glove and the Walloper, that's it for looping animations. And next we have the Visibomb Gun. Spring. May need to get that fixed. It's not exactly a good thing to have your gadgets and weapons all trigger happy, and it's out again! What the heck? And here we got the Decoy Glove, and Ratchet is a magician, apparently, because he can just turn himself into that decoy. Well, there is the polymorph spell in Dungeons & Dragons. And also we got the... Yeah, we've seen that already plenty of times. Here we got the Tesla Claw. And, yeah, if we wait for it a little bit, yeah, he holds it like that. And, of course, we've shown off the Morpho Ray before, or I've shown it off before, rather. And, yeah, I don't know. And next we have the Rhino, which it's still unbelievable that Ratchet can lug this thing around and use it without his arms snapping. I mean, look how skinny his arms are! Jeez, and also his poor back. Next off, let's go ahead and show off the gadgets. Trespasser! Yeah! Ooh, spin it around and around, put him in the toilet and flush him down. Oh, jeez. Next is the Hydro Displacer. And, if only you could actually use that as a weaponized, freaking water gun. Next off, Swing Shot. And, yeah, also, also just want to show off a little something extra with this. Just leave it for a bit. Yeah, that big smile. Yeah, just thought it'd show. Oh, oops, sorry, hit the mic there. Gadgetron PDA. What's the animation for this? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe if you press the buttons, it'll do something, Ratchet. Don't just shake it. And yeah, just a simple sweep. And here we have the Hollow Guys, which Ratchet isn't holding in his hand, by the way. And hello. Yeah, it's in his wrist. That's kind of weird, and yeah, here we have the Thruster Pack, and the Hydro Pack, which just springs into action. There we got that, and put on the O2 mask. Yeah, you laugh it up. Yeah, there is a way that you can get these particular head items to glitch in their animations to loop over and over, by the way. Not exactly sure how to trigger it, but it's a possibility. And yeah, there we go. Next off, the Grind Boots. Yeah, it's like a pair of skates. The ones that you use to skate on ice, that is, not rollerblades. Next, we have the Magna Boots, which you say... and just unequip those. Yeah. And let's just go ahead and equip that. And also, something that I do want to mention is that there was some cut weapons from the game. And also, there's actually quite a few cut things in the game. And two of the cut weapons that were going to be in originally, but of course were scrapped, one was a wrench replacement called the Mackerel 1000, which, yeah, it's pretty much a fish. And then there was also another one called the Revolverator, which was scrapped due to the fact that what it would do is that it would, essentially, Ratchet would apparently strike enemies with it and spin them over his head, but since it left him open, yeah, it was, not exactly a good thing to do. Wouldn't have been a good weapon, exactly. And of course, I will be putting in the description a link to the cutting room floor, which will show you a bunch of other things that were cut from the game as well. It's kind of interesting. Anywho, enough gabbing on, but also I will mention that there may be some spoilers. If you just want to follow me along, just keep that in mind. Anyways, let's go ahead and start buying some of these things, like the Bomb Glove, the gold variety, that is, and never saw that one before, but then again, we started out with this thing and it was free. And next off is the Pyrocitor, the gold one. And here we go. And let's see. Next off, want to go ahead and buy the Blaster. Hey, yep. And next we want to go ahead and... You know what? I'm going to go ahead and go to the Quick Select. And yeah, you can see that buying the gold weapons does indeed change your icons. And something to note is that, of course, you may have noticed that there is indeed only 10 gold weapons. The reason that weapons such as the Taunter, Walloper, Drone Device, and let's see, and of course, the Rhino, and of course the Visibomb Gun, the reason these ones didn't get any gold weapon varieties as well, I guess, is like, how do you exactly enhance something like the Taunter? Or how do you... Yeah, if you probably added more drones to this, it probably would have been overpowered. And I mean, and also for the Rhino, it's kind of already overpowered as it is. Anyways, yes, now I just want to go ahead and equip the Glove of Doom there, and also the... Where is it? There it is, the Decoy Glove. I want to go ahead and throw that down, and I'm going to want to go ahead and throw some of our agents down. And let's go ahead and buy the Gold Glove of Doom. You know, I have to admit that I'm not exactly too particularly fond of these gold weapons for the most part. looks like someone just took yellow spray paint and just sprayed it all over the bed. Whoa! It seems our little buddies have gone through a growth spurt. What the hell's happened? Well, we'll find that out later on. Just right now, I want to go ahead and buy all these weapons. Next off, want to buy the gold mine glove. Yeah, buying all the gold weapons in order, well, mostly in an order similar to how I got them when I was actually playing the game. Okay, next, the gold devastator. Freaking, yeah. Oh, there they go. Exploding. And the, let's see, next off, we have the decoy glove right over here. There you go, buy it. Yep, and up. The other one just exploded. And next off, we buy, buy the Tesla Claw for 60,000, twice the price that we paid for. Okay. And next off, we have the gold Morpho Ray, last gold weapon in the game. And yeah, here's the thing. If you were to buy all the gold weapons in the HD collection, you would get Ratchet, King Midas, which is, of course, if I hadn't mentioned before, a gold trophy, which is apt. And, of course, if you got all the trophies in the game, you would unlock the Platinum Trophy Gadget Master. So, yeah, no more needing to worry about all the other trophies. And, yeah, there's our thing right there. And also, now time to go to, let's go to the weapons. And, yeah, you can see all the gold weapons there. And, let's see, there's, that's pretty much it. Let's just go ahead and now let's go to the help menu. Why? Well, the thing is, once you actually get these gold weapons, the descriptions change for each of them. The gold bomb glove replaces your original bomb glove and provides more power and bigger explosions for your bombs. The gold bomb glove also offers longer range when in aiming mode. A real bargain for only a few gold bolts. And a bunch of regular bolts as well. And the gold pyrocitor. The gold pyrocitor is Gadgetron's deluxe version of its popular flamethrower. This weapon does more damage and does it faster than the original. It also has a greater range and a soothing green flame. And let's see, next to the blaster. Why settle for a regular blaster when you can have a gold blaster? Greater range, firing rate, and power is yours with this gold-plated beauty. And as an added bonus, your projectiles will ricochet off any object, increasing the damage you can do. Yeah, it's that particular function I'm not too particular on. And while the regular Glove of Doom has become a favorite among galactic adventurers, the Gold Glove of Doom brings new functionality to this classic. The gold version now offers you larger, faster, and more powerful agents. And with their new gloss black exterior, your agents will fit in nicely at any social function. And, we got the Gold Mine Glove. The Gold Mine Glove is a simple yet effective improvement to the original. Your mines will do more damage, activate at a larger range, and can even be thrown farther when in aiming mode. A solid addition to any adventurer's arsenal. And next we have the Gold Suck Cannon. Even though the Suck Cannon was never released as a production weapon, we've decided to release a gold version thanks to the prototype's popularity. The Gold Suck Cannon has an increased capacity, and its projectiles will do more damage. And next we have the Gold Devastator. Let me reset that. When we at Gadgetron set out to create a Gold Devastator, we were at a temporary loss. How do you improve on perfection? And then our engineering staff developed a new targeting technology which enables each missile to hit multiple targets and do even more damage. Go ahead, fire a few shots and enjoy the show. Yeah, this thing is nuts, let me tell you. I will be doing my best to show these off. And the Gold Decoy Glove has always been one of Gadgetron's more entertaining weapons. And the Gold Decoy Glove is sure to earn a permanent place in your armory. Not only does it have a brand new look, but it now will automatically damage any enemy who attacks it. And next we have the Gold Tesla Claw. The Gold Tesla Claw is a more powerful version of one of Gadgetron's most effective weapons. Fry your enemies even faster with this dynamo. Then next we have the Gold Morpho Ray. When we realized how popular the Morpho Ray had become, we couldn't wait to make a gold Morpho Ray. Yes, this is the perfect weapon for chicken lovers everywhere! Now featuring even faster morphing technology, and due to the popular demand, we even supersized the chickens. Big chickens! Could anyone ask for more? Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting. And now that I've bought all the gold weapons, the other options in the goodies menu are now available. We have the making of video and the commercials. Yeah, I think I shall go ahead and leave those off for later. And by the way, another thing that was cut from the game was there was 2 cheats as well. There was the all levels cheat and also the left-handed Ratchet mode, which apparently can still be accessible, but you need like something like a Game Genie or a code breaker. And you know what? Let's go ahead and view these. Why not? Let's start off with the making of video, shall we? Check out the special behind-the-scenes video with Insomniac Games. Yeah, let's go ahead and view it right now.
Prepare to be transported to a brilliant sci-fi universe filled with imaginative characters, high-tech weapons and gadgets, and unprecedented action-packed shooting adventure. Welcome to the brave new world of Ratchet and Clank.
When we started talking about the ideas behind Ratchet and Clank, this character that rockets from planet to planet with weapons and gadgets, well, weapons suddenly jumped to the foreground. Ratchet lives on a backwater planet out in the edges of the galaxy.
He's a tinkerer, loves to put things together and take them apart to see how they work, very curious.
He's got this really strong thirst for adventure. And lucky for him, he gets to meet Clank, which allows him to travel to new worlds.
And Ratchet and Clank meet each other, but they don't necessarily get along.
Ratchet just wants to go out and blow stuff up and have a good time, and Clank is much more serious about accomplishing his goals.
Showcasing an impressive arsenal of state-of-the-art and radical weapons and gadgets, Ratchet and Clank delivers the future of entertainment here and now.
When you get weapons in this game, there's such immediate gratification. You can go out and blow the crap out of everything.
With the gadgets, we wanted to make sure that there was a lot of different options for the player when they're playing to kind of explore a lot of different ways to kind of cause some havoc and destruction.
There's the Tesla Claw, which shoots a bolt of electricity out, which actually picks characters up and throws them mid-air, and they explode. You've got the Suck Cannon, which allows you to suck characters in and hold them and fire them back out. The Rhino is an acronym for Rip Ya a New One, and you just stand back, fire that thing, and it destroys anything in its way.
I love the pyrocity. I'm not sure what that says about me.
One of the most unique weapons we have is the Visibomb.
It's awfully fun to cruise around the level from the bird's eye view and then target an enemy on the ground and just blow them up.
We were really surprised how quickly Ratchet came together. Ratchet started as this really small, scrappy cat type thing, then kind of a much taller dog-like creature. And what I ended up doing is actually taking these two forms and putting them together, and that's pretty much how we ended up with them.
As artists, we've set a really high standard for what we want to achieve in this game, but it feels really good to know that programmers, the designers, everybody has set equally high standards.
Everybody who comes on board here is excellent at what they do and have really high expectations of delivering excellence.
When someone plays an Insomniac game, they can see anywhere they look in the game, there's an attention to detail, quality, as well as technical performance that is never lacking.
Developed by Insomniac Games, Ratchet and Clank is the development team's first entertainment venture for the PlayStation 2.
We knew we had to come up with something that was going to raise the bar even farther than Spyro had as far as action platformers went. And that's where Ratchet and Clank came from. We're actually expanding the genre. We're trying to break out of what people typically consider the action platformer or character action game genre.
One of the big differences between Spyro and Ratchet is being able to animate this stuff on the PS2.
In a single level in this game, there's probably more art than was in an entire game on one of our PS1 releases.
Every single level of the game, we bring forth something new for the player to do. By the 5th or 6th level of this game, we are up to the complexity of the strongest titles in the category, and there's a lot of levels in this game.
It's a very deep machine. We've written immense amounts of code in assembly language, probably more than 100,000 lines compared to what we did on the PS1. You know, more by a factor of 10.
We can have very rich, detailed environments. We can have lots of enemies attacking you at once with their different behaviors. The AI has become more complex. With the faster processor speeds, we can have many ships and planes and vehicles just traveling through to breathe life into the environments.
There's loads and loads of stuff wherever you look. There's detail, there's movement, explosions. It's a busy world.
We're not just creating these environments and expecting them to sit there and expecting people to say, wow, your polygons are so pretty. The point is, it's alive, and there's a lot going on. It's not a static universe, it's an interactive universe, and you interact with it.
This game has a lot of great things: art, technology, design, power from the PlayStation 2, but the best part of it is you get to blow shit up.
With a team of talented designers, programmers, artists, and animators, Insomniac Games raises the bar and delivers another captivating game only for the PlayStation 2.
When I tell people about what I do for a living, like, that's not work. It's fun.
The Insomniacs don't take themselves too seriously, and people love to come to work and just have a good time, and I think that really is shown in our characters.
Look, plumber's crack.
What did you just say?
I said, look, the plumber's back.
All right, wise guy.
We, as a company, are committed to giving our games a lot of humor. We use a little bit more sarcasm, and the humor's a little bit more biting.
With an immense arsenal of gadgets and weapons, innovative gameplay mechanics, an evolving economic system, unparalleled technology, and vibrantly detailed graphics, Ratchet and Clank is a galaxy-stomping, adrenaline-soaked masterpiece.
We've gone out of our way to make this thing the largest, loudest, most active world we could possibly think of.
What Insomniac has done with this game blows my mind every time I see it. Like, I just sit in awe and stare at the visual material and just the all-encompassing feel that this game offers.
There are a lot of things that the players have to do, a lot of things that players have to keep in mind, but when it comes down to it, it's really just about blowing shit up.
Blow up a lot of shit.
Blow up.
Blowing shit up.
Ratchet and Clank, coming to a galaxy near you.
Well, that was a blast to the past now, ain't it? Now, something that I do want to mention right now is that, in case anybody who'd ever watched my first video of my Disruptor Let's Play, which I had done for the 15th anniversary of this game, which, oddly enough, it's the 16th anniversary is coming up very soon, is that I had censored myself near the end. And the thing is, that was done on purpose. Why? Because it was in reference to this particular menu right here. And next off, let's go and see the commercials. Watch the hilarious television commercials for Ratchet and Clank. And, oh, jeez. Well, first off, we have the decoy glove ad. Let's go ahead and see it right now.
That is Corey. He's helping us with our inflatable decoy test for Ratchet and Clank. Oh, man.
The inflatable decoy, one of 36 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Huh. And also, that was a bit extreme. Sheesh. Oh, what the hell? Freaking hell. Anyways, let's go ahead and see the Devastator ad.
Okay, Pete here is going to try to hit that target with the Devastator, a rocket launcher designed for Ratchet and Clank.
Oh, man!
Oh! The Devastator. One of 36 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Jesus, Howard Christ! The freaking commercials are getting more and more ridiculous. I bet, just how much more absurd can they get? Well, let's just watch the Morpho Ray ad and we'll find that out right now.
That is the Morph-Array, and that, of course, is Jerry. The Morph-Array is used in Ratchet and Clank to turn your enemies into chickens.
No, wait, before you do that, just explain to me how it's gonna work.
Oh, it worked. Jerry's a chicken. Are you sure we can turn him back?
Jerry?
The Morph-Array. One of 36 weapons and gadgets not fit for this world. Rated T for teen.
Yeah! Pretty absurd! Oh, and if only if the Morpho Ray was actually that quick at turning enemies into chickens, that would have been awesome. Anyways, the reason that I brought out this particular, or that I put this dummy right there, was so... Yeah! Freaking look at that! Freaking... Now you can see them side by side, and ooh, look at all that! Well, what the heck does this do? Well, you know what? Instead of just me playing ahead and just, playing more and just showing off weapons, right now, I'll just, go ahead and insert some clips showing off just exactly what each of the gold weapons do. Okay, now, before I go ahead and showcase all the gold weapons, I just want to go quickly into the weapons menu to show you all the gold weapon icons, and yep, their names have indeed changed, and, yeah, really, the animations aren't all that much different, just a palette swap, and yeah, as you can see there, nothing much else. Yeah, that's still the same, the mine doesn't look any different, and if we go to the gold decoy glove, yeah, it's still the same old dummy that or decoy, whichever you prefer. Yeah, it's still the same. But anyways, enough of that, let's go ahead and demonstrate the gold bomb glove. And if we get some enemies near... Yeah, look at that! Frickin' the blast radius is much bigger. And also, it's an eerie green, too. Frickin' hell. And also, you notice how the reticle right there, you see it? Well, if I go into look mode, yep, it is a little bit farther, and it's kind of nice. Alright, now, next off, the gold pyrocitor. Let's just go over here, shall we? And let's see what the difference is. Let's see, stand right here, and yeah! A much more significant change in the range, and also, look at that freaking flame! It's a spooky green now. Woo! Alright, next off, gonna go ahead and use the gold blaster. Let's see how far this thing goes. Oh, yeah, look at that! Frickin'... And also, yep, right there you can see the ricocheting ability. I don't really care much for that ability, but the fact that it has a better range is nice. And it's really hard to aim this particular ability, this weapon. Get out of here. And alright, next up, time to go ahead and show off the Glove of Doom. I'm gonna do it all the way over here. Let's see what the gold Glove of Doom looks like. Yep, yeah. Woo! Yeah, they're definitely faster, looks like. And also, I'm guessing it's just like their feet and the thruster pack on their back is black, because they definitely don't have a black sheen. That's for sure. Anyways, let's go ahead and, let's see. Yeah, let's go ahead and take the suck cannon to greener pastures, because there's just... nah. Well, anyways, you remember how the regular suck cannon only had a capacity of 5 enemies? Well, look at that! Frickin', it took 2 enemies to fill it up 1/5. Just how many more enemies can this thing fit? Well, you'll see. Yeah, 10. 10 enemies total. And that's not all that this thing has. If I can just get these heckbots to come together. Hey! Nope. And yeah! There we go. See? The gold suck cannon also has the added benefit of a blast radius, which is pretty damn effective. This thing was pretty good at conserving ammo before, but now... But anyways, there doesn't seem to be enough enemies on this planet for me to demonstrate the rest of the gold weapons, so I'm gonna have to go ahead and reset the whole thing. So I'll just see you in a bit. Alright. And I'm back. Next off, the gold mine glove. And before I show you this thing, I just gotta mention that if you were to use the taunter and the mine glove together, the mines will trigger as soon as the enemies start running towards you. But anyways, let's go ahead and see just how far the trigger distance is on these things. Hey, you, come over here. Down. Yeah, freaking hell. That was definitely a lot farther than before. And I'd like to just go ahead and show off the blast distance if I go over there. And oh yeah, as you can see, look at that! You can throw this at a much farther distance now. That's just absolutely obscene. Now let's just go ahead and throw it right there, and if I go ahead and break it, yeah! Quite a bit of a blast radius there. Freaking quite the banger. And speaking of explosions, it's time to show off the Gold Devastator. This thing is obscene. Why? Just watch. And fire! Whoop. Yep. Yeah! Freaking, not only does it have a bigger blast radius, but it also freaking ricochets all over the place. It's freaking amazing. Let's see that one more time. Whoop. Yep. 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 Hey. Alright, now time for the gold decoy glove. And of course, as you saw earlier, its appearance is definitely changed, but what would happen if these enemies were to destroy it? Well, yeah, that's what happens. The moment they destroy it, enemies close by will get wrecked by the ensuing explosion. And next off, the gold Tesla Claw. And what does this thing do? Why, if I get close to the enemy... yeah! It targets 2 enemies instead of 1, which is pretty damn good, and also it has an incandescent green glow. Why does everything all have this green glow now? And... oh boy. Last but not least, the gold Morpho Ray. Now, of course, this thing definitely does transmogrify enemies at a much faster pace, as you can see here with this clip of me transforming an exterminatank into a chicken again. Or, well, yeah, you know what I mean. But anyways, let's go ahead and demonstrate this thing, because not only does it transmogrify enemies faster... yep, there we go! Big chicken, and yeah, the enemies are chasing after the chicken when they normally didn't do so before. And of course they would attack it, but the peckbots, they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, what is this thing? It's all soft, it's fluffy, and it's got feathers. I don't have feathers. Yeah, but anyways. These things are actually pretty tough, by the way. And, whee! Oh, no, you don't. And I'll just show you, frickin' hell. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you how many strikes it takes with the Omni Wrench. Yeah. These things are quite useful. Frickin' allows you to draw enemies away from you. And... yep. Nothing more than a pile of feathers and fluff. But anyways, that's pretty much it for the gold weapons, so back with the regular program. yeah, freaking extreme! Just like some of these weapons... Now, of course, yeah, they are indeed much more damaging and all that, and some of them may not be all that apparent, but I can tell you that with the Gold Blaster, it definitely takes less shots. Like, somewhere like... With the regular blaster, I tried it on the Alien Queen, it took like about 31 shots to go down 1 bar, and with the Gold Blaster, it was like about 11 or so. Yeah. But sheesh. But anyways, before I go ahead and do anything else, and oh boy, look at our bolts. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just go back to Velden for a short while. And yeah, you could probably guess where this is going. If not, you'll see soon in a bit. But anyways, let's go ahead and fly off to Velden and save Ratchet's planet once again. And away we go for the final time. Well, you know what? I'll just go ahead and tell you anyways, but I am going to be facing off against Drek one more time. Why? Because, well, we need to test the effectiveness of every weapon that will work against them. Especially the gold weapons, because we need a rather hardy target just to see how much damage they can potentially do. And speaking of the weapons, I did find out while playing through New Game Plus that certain weapons are more effective against certain enemies, because you know how the bomb glove against the exterminator tank only needed 1 bomb to destroy it? Well, with the Devastator, it takes 2 shots, believe it or not. And with the armed transport, it takes about 5 Devastator rockets or so, but it only takes 1 Busy Bomb gun shot. So yeah, just go ahead and experiment and see which weapon works best. But anyways, time to take this long road towards the final confrontation once again. So, I'll just make my way through, and I will meet you back to where Drek is. Oh my god, it's a freaking flock of giant-headed freaking looking chickens! Run away! Ah, run away! Run away! Ah! Oh, Dreky Poo, I'm coming to get you! Come out, wherever you are.
Imbeciles! After all the trouble you've gone through, you're about to die right where you started.
Ah, shut up! Ah, frickin' bring it on, you stupid, big-headed, over-egotistical jerk. Anyways, something I want to show you is... Yeah, if you use the Atomic Blast, it pretty much renders this part of the fight... Yeah, renders it pretty easy. And of course I may just end up speeding up some parts of this fight because it does get rather tedious. So, if I hadn't said so before. Okay, let's go ahead and fill up on everything. And let's see, want to go ahead and show off the teleporter? Yep, return to our ship. There we go. And yeah, they mostly got all the crates and I'm pretty much past where I was. And let's go back to the reflector dish and hopefully I can get through this area without any issues. And yes, we are going to try and use the Busy Bomb gun on him this time. Up, and up. Now just please don't screw me up, you stupid reflector dishes. Up. Okay. Up. And alright. First off, let's get the bomb glove. Oh, you're doing this already, huh? Oh, there's the bomb glove. Not exactly the most effective thing. Oh, God. Frickin' hell. Do this. Screw it. Piss off. And, oh, stop. Whoa, God. Let's see what happens if I throw that down. Oh, he just does that. Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and equip the Pyrociter. See how well this does against them. Now, something to note is that if this was the PAL version, I believe it's in the HD version, I don't know which, but apparently the gold Pyrociter ignores the invulnerability frames, I should say, and it's, yeah, you constantly damage it. And, yeah, that's that weapon. It's actually pretty decent. Gold Blaster is pretty decent. Okay, now, which one? Let's try the gold Level Doom if I can. Come on. Ah! Oh, that was a bad move. Freaking hell! Stop doing that! Stop destroying my minions! They aren't even hitting them! What the heck? Wow, it seems this terrain does not work too well with these guys, so I'm gonna have to try that on the later stage of the fight. So let's see if we can try out the Mind Glove. Or not! Ah, dagnabbit. Oh, jeez, it seems that some of these weapons are not too great to use here. Alright. Yeah, definitely gonna have to test that out later. Alright, Suck Cannon! Yeah, definitely saved up for this. Go! Go! Yeah, it's dealing some decent damage. Go! Yeah! 40 toads! How do you like them frogs in your face? And there we go, that's that fight. That part of the fight down. Oh, well. Alright, now this is empty, so don't need to use this anymore. Okay, let's just go ahead and run, flee, before these rock masses fall into the abyss. And yeah, you gotta be a little bit careful with that first one. The first reflector dish there, because you can just touch it and it'll just fall to it'll fall down, and if you're on the other side, yeah, you're gonna have to restart. Okay, and let's see. Now, let's go ahead and use the Gold Devastator. Go! Well, that's kind of dumb. Ah, frickin' get out of the way. Stupid mines. Yeah, some of these weapons are a little bit tricky to use. And come on. Yeah, look at that. Woo! The Gold Tesla Claw does some pretty good damage. I have to admit. Alright, that's that phase done, and let's see. I don't know if I can use the Visibomb gun, but I can tell you now that if you do manage to get a hit on a boss, yeah, it actually does some decent damage. Okay, let's do this. And also, I forgot to equip the... Yeah, let's not screw this up now. Came through all this way, and I am not going to be wasting my time. Oh, there we go, and hey.
So.
Ah, shut up. Had enough of your evil ramblings. Okay, time to... Yep, not even an introductory this time. Just go ahead and stop them. Okay, now will these guys do something? Yeah, they do. They deal some decent damage. And let's see if I can't get him to... whoa! Okay. Yeah, there you go. You can see the Gold Tesla Claws double shots, or it's multi-targeting in action. Hey, look at that! You can just double jump. You don't need to crouch. And let's see if I can't use the Visibomb gun. Oh! And yeah, it seemed to have dealt some decent damage. Oh god! Yeah, that figures. Am I going to take 3 hits on this fight again? Okay, now let's see... just put that on. This is going to be... Oh, jeez. Oh, I guess if you reach max health, it will just go ahead and... Yeah. If you reach max health after using nanotech, it will actually, yeah, it will help. Let's see if I can't get the walloper. Yeah, getting up to Drek is pretty difficult, but hey, ow, fudge you. You know what? That's enough. Enough playtime. Yeah, this has kind of going on. And yeah, you can see just how obnoxious this fight really is without the Rhino. Oh, friggin' hell. Oh, jeez, just go away. Stop it! Holy crap, look at the gold Tesla clock go! And one more time. And it's time for this phase again. And let's see, you know what? Let's go ahead and do this. Oh, I need to be facing him, of course. Nope! Just rockets to the face! Yeah, you'd think the Gold Devastator would do more damage to him. Ugh! You can just die already! Sheesh! Okay, I just gotta ask, how the hell does that work? You think it would just smash him downwards. But nope, it just flings him up. That's just honestly so weird that the game does that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Not much else I could say. Tried my best, did all I could, and yeah, also, yeah, you notice that? There is a button over here as well. But let's just go ahead and grab all this ammo. That's gonna matter. And we'll go ahead and press the button on the other side. And oh! What the heck? Well then! It seems that a whole bunch of ammo spawned. What the? I just smashed these crates! Any more? Any more? Ah, well. Yeah. Well, time to end this show. Oh, well. Oh, bye! Let the fireworks commence, and we'll just go ahead and skip that. And skip that. And we will also skip that.
Do you have
And skip that! Hello.
I'm very impressed. You beat Drek again. If you choose to start another new game, I will create another new save game for you.
Yeah, if you beat Drek again, she says something different, as you just saw there. But do you have anything else?
I'm very impressed.
Nope, you don't have anything else
again.
to say.
If
so,
you choose to start
you know
another
what?
new
Instead
game,
of starting a
I
new
will
game
create
plus,
another
I am
new
just going
save
to
game
time
for
warp
you.
to before I defeated Drek. And if we go ahead and, yeah, pretty much the whole level had reset. So, well, that's pretty much it. Did all that I could show off that I really did care about, because there are certain things that there are certain things that some other people have discovered, and if you look around on YouTube, you can find them. Maybe if I find some that do have any interesting things, I will link those in the description. And also, speaking of things, yeah, one thing that I forgot to mention is that if you are interested in buying the art of Ratchet and Clank, I will be linking Dark Horse Comics' site along with the Canadian, US, and UK Amazon web pages for buying the art book, which you can get either physically or digitally. And I can tell you, if you buy the book physically, boy, it is pretty damn beefy. And, well, anybody who is a big fan of the series and would like to see what could have been put into the game, along with some other extra stuff to what came before this game, yeah, I could say with a bit of confidence that it is worth the purchase. And also, before I go into the epilogue, I just want to go ahead and talk about something that I really wanted to go over for quite some time, and that's specifically Ratchet. Mainly with his personality, which not a lot of people have really taken a shine to, because, well, you know how he was for, like, roughly 40% of the game? Yeah, I guess that is quite a bit of a lengthy time for that kind of attitude, but yeah, it is what it is. But, well, when Ratchet first met Clank, he was pretty aloof, mostly just played around, and he wasn't really too rude unless you count the numbskull comment when Clank mistook the Quark bot at the fitness course for the actual Captain Quark. But once it came to Umbris, sorry, that's when it all hit the fan, because remember, Quark tried to off both of them. And considering Clank had accidentally helped in enacting this plan, yeah, you can kind of guess why Ratchet would be pissed off at both of them. Though, I have to say, Clank, really, he didn't deserve to get yelled at. He was just too naive to have that sense of caution that Ratchet had, and of course, well, he just had good intentions from the very beginning. And then after that, you saw how Ratchet had developed trust issues, like, holy jeez. Yeah. And throughout the game, they just argued for quite a bit. But of course, when you got the infobot that led to Hoven, you did start Ratchet starting to come to his senses a little bit, trying to make his own goals align with Clank's, I guess. And then, of course, all the way at the end of Gemlik Base, Ratchet finally comes to his senses and realizes just how selfish he had been. And you know what? As much as that whole negative bit about him can be such a gripe, I honestly find that it's somewhat, I guess, endearing, because, well, it just shows that Ratchet had matured, and really, in my opinion, that's some good quality character development right there. Of course, yeah, maybe rough, but hey. Anyways, enough gabbing on about Ratchet, so, yeah. It's time to see what happened after Drek's defeat, and... Details! Ratchet, the furry mechanic who created a panic. Deadly gadgets. Top 10 gift ideas for this holiday season. I was on reverse. Racetrack Tragedy claims 5 robots. And right up in the corner, it says Octogus 06 5354. Yeah, that's the year that this game takes place in. And apparently this is, according to Ted Price, the CEO of Insomniac Games, had mentioned in the 15th anniversary Ratchet and Clank anniversary stream that Ratchet is apparently either 15 or 17 in this game. Yeah, I could see him being just turning, like, that he could have just possibly turned 17, so yeah, that is a possibility. I'm just thinking way too much into that. But yes, the epilogue is a bunch of magazines, if you couldn't guess from the initial thing, from the title screen. And, yeah, let's see. The Interstellar Nosy News washed up. I'll do anything for a few bolts. Quark. I think they misspelled Quark's name. It's with a W. Candid photos inside. Robot caught in the act. Ratchet's love interest. Shocking news about Drek. What, that he's dead? And the race was fixed. Fitness tips from Quark's trainer. Bounty hunters at each other's throat. The truth. Is Skid hooked on Nano? Maybe. And heavy artillery. Marchember 53-54. There's no actual date. Morpho Ray ends galactic hunger. Gadgets of tomorrow. Latest innovations. Visibomb review. Top 10 weapons. Gadgetron Con. You think you could handle the Rhino? Interview. Victims of the Rhino. Oh my god, there was people that survived it? Holy damn. Upgrades. Learn how to get aftermarket parts at an affordable price. And, yeah, by the way, something else that I want to mention is that the only reason that we got Ratchet's possible age was due to a glorious blunder of a question typed by yours truly right here. Oh boy. Yeah, freaking hell. I really gotta remember these facts. It's not good of me to just leave these off for the end. And 101 ways to clean your pipes. Aprune 153. I'm guessing that's the 8... wait, is that the date? Because, yeah, apparently on the wiki it mentions that there is a whole... that the Ratchet and Clank universe might have more months than us, and possibly, like, with one day being possibly 135, so maybe they do have more. And yeah, I honestly wonder. That would be kind of interesting, seeing how old Ratchet would actually be in Earth years. Who knows? Maybe he's probably would be the same. Who knows? Different aliens with different biology, after all. Stop putting so much... Frickin' nerd! Will plumbing ever be the same? The water worker asks the same question every day. A true story. Blah. I saved the galaxy from an evil mutated strain of dry rot. I kid you not. Tips to fixing derelict turrets. Hygienator and Zoominator. Why the Hygienator? And Prime and March Ember? I think that's what it is. It's a little bit hard to see because, well, this is the PS2 version. Robot of the Year! An exclusive look at how Clank saved us all. With the help of Clank. Reader Digested! Octogust. And let's see, I can't really read what it says there with the chicken icon. How long is your wrench? Which nanotech do you really need? An amoeboid ate her, and now she's in love. Oh, jeez. The Rilgar Times. Rhino salesman pleads not guilty. Novalis native claims his brother turned into a chicken. Amoeboid attack. And you know, if they're eating the chickens that people turned into that got turned by the Morpho Ray, wouldn't that be considered cannibalism? Yeah. Battalion Chronicles. Octogust. And Lone Commando wins war, or so he says. Yeah. Reinforcements have arrived. What took them so long? Outpost X11 updates. And hoverboard May-June. And yeah, can't say that. Win a hoverboard. The best way to a man's heart is through his ribcage. That's kind of funny. Z400 sneak peek. Killer combos. Back-breaking moves. Zoomer Eater giveaway. Free stuff for only $2.99. Wait, do they have actual money like us? Wait, are there actual bits for points like cents? How Skid gets his extra altitude. Oh, Insomniac. You never change, have you? Homes and Bunkers, the first official guide to the Umbra system. Bank seizes Quark estate. Auction begins now! New sectors. East Umbris, Central Umbris, Winnie Villa, South X6 or 5B, Blargtown, Third Moon, Umbra Station, and Quark District. Free! Quark's estate or something? You'd see the number 850 970 00099 estate. And Ratchet and Clank, the motion picture. Kind of funny that how just a little bit 13 years after this game was released, there was an actual movie. And yeah, so I guess you could say that there may have been an actual movie in their universe. So yeah, and the thing is, the movie did release on April 29th, 2016, so yeah, that's why it's a little more than 13 years later. Yeah, too bad the movie didn't do so well. Anyways, that's neither here nor there. Nor is it really the time. Hotbots! Whoa! Entertainment for robots! Dumptober. I can't read that. That's so hard to read. Oil and Gears, the best lubrication for your sensitive parts. Help this girl shows off her servos. Interview XVB8 models. Top 50 robot actors. Party at the Hotbot Mansion. Turbo Twins. Helga's workout plan. I wonder who this Helga could be. Tools Express. Extend the life of your wrench. CPU overclocks, improve performance and satisfaction. I need my satisfaction. And there we have it. That's all there is for it. Yeah, and, well, that's pretty much it. Nothing else I can really say. And, well, I hope I have done this Let's Play justice and hopefully you enjoyed. And, well, yeah, there's that. And, yep, had to do these parts separately after that. And, hey, you know what? Hopefully I will get this on, at least on the day, or hopefully before, but not after. But, well, considering that the 16th anniversary is around the corner, just like to say another happy year to this series. Freaking damn, it's already been that long. Anyways, I also gotta say, I love that face of Quark, just, ah! And, are you sure you want to quit your current game? Why, yes I do. Well, anyways, that's it, there's nothing left. So, that shall be it from me. I've been the NorthernStarDragon. This has been Let's Play Ratchet and Clank on the PlayStation 2, and I shall see you in the next LP, whatever it may be.